You're going to want to watch this one. This new moon in Leo is so important. It's important for you, it's important for me, it's important for the collective. So I need you to sit back and listen to what I'm about to tell you so you can truly understand how to navigate this energy. Things are different, things have changed, and you need to be aware of this, all right? So sit back, relax, and let's go. Also, make sure to stay tuned for the tarot reading after this so you can understand what's going to be happening for you during this time period. All right, now sit back, relax, and let's go.
Yeah, I'm living good, I'm living great. Everything I do in the first place.
It is official. The energy has changed. I have been talking about this for years, okay? And it is finally here. I've been trying to prep you, prime you, put you on game, give you techniques to kind of use. But at this point, we are now going into this full force, and I need you to be prepared, ready, and willing to do what it takes to create a better reality for you. So one of the things that I think we kind of are missing here is because the energy has changed, now we are in charge of creating our own reality. Now, I said this last new moon in Leo, but really it was more like a practice run, more like, okay, we're about to go to the Super Bowl. I need you to start, going to like practice and putting in work and actually putting in the effort to create your own reality. But now where we're at, you have no other choice. If there are things that are going on in your life, if there are things going on in your relationships, if there are things going on inside of you, it's no more on anybody else. It's all on you. And I'm not saying that you don't have guidance or you don't have guides or support to help you get through this. What I'm saying is, in order for things to change, you are going to have to change it. Now, let me tell you how you're going to change it, because I understand some of us, we might be a little confused right now. Like, okay, I'm supposed to change it. I mean, I have a lot going on. I feel like I'm drowning. Like, I feel like I'm in this struggle. How am I supposed to change this? You're going to have to think better. You're going to have to think better thoughts. You're going to have to become a master of your mind. You're going to have to understand every thought that you think isn't necessarily true. You're going to have to start to understand, okay, I am in charge of how I feel. And you're gonna have to start listening, one, to your feelings, and then being ready to transmute them and change them into something else. There's so many techniques that you can do for this. I'm going to be going through a lot of those techniques in these next few weeks, so please be sure to stick around for those videos. But what I do want to tell you is that this energy is very important. And while I'm on it, please go ahead and like, subscribe, and share this video with family and friends so they can truly understand what is happening. There is such a great shift right now, and a lot of people are confused. A lot of people are kind of struggling. A lot of people are just kind of in this weird energy where they're like, what's going on? Just breathe. It's okay. What's going on is you have to start changing things. So you're gonna have to start as well speaking better things too. You're going to have to write your own story. So no more going around saying, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm not good enough, I'm stupid, I'm lazy, I don't have any skills. No more. What do you want your story to be? Do you want your story to be, oh, I don't have any skills, oh, I'm not this, oh, I'm not that? Or do you want your story to be one of victory and triumph? Do you want your story to be your dream life? So this is what you're gonna have to do. We've already talked about it. You're gonna have to change your thoughts, you're gonna have to change your feelings, and you're gonna have to start speaking better. But let me tell you what else you're gonna be doing. You're gonna have to let everything go. And you're gonna have to fall into your spiritual life, okay? I always say this, and if you've been rocking with me for a long time, you've heard this multiple times. It always starts in the spiritual and manifests in the physical. If your physical reality is not what you want it to be, you need to change your spiritual reality. Now, your spiritual reality is your truest desires, the things that your soul desires, wants, and needs. So you need to connect with that through meditation, through journaling, even just doing self-reflection and looking around on your life and thinking, what are you not happy with, and what do you need in your life to make it better? I want you to then create your story. What do you do? Where do you live? Where do you go? Who do you hang out with? Where do you vacation at? Do you have a partner? Do you have children? Do you have any animals? Write your story. Write it big, write it bold, write it beautifully, and then I need you to walk around like that story's real. That is your reality now. That is the truth. And you're gonna look at me and say, Janae, that's a little crazy. I know. But you have to already be where you want to be so it can show up in your physical reality. So if you're sitting here and you're like, well, I don't have that. Well, I don't have that. Then you're not gonna have that. But if you start thinking, yeah, I already have it. And then someone's gonna say, well, why isn't it in your bank account? If you already have that fancy car, why is it not in your driveway? Don't worry about it. It's coming. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it's not real. It's real. And you have to note that. Walk in that energy. It's almost like, you're gonna go get on a plane flight, and on a flight. And on this flight, you bought the ticket and you're telling everybody like, oh, I'm going to Spain. And everyone's like, well, how come you're not in Spain then? It's definitely gonna happen. Like, clearly, like, I got the ticket. I'm gonna get on the plane and it's all working out. So just know, kind of treat it like that it's already solidified. You already have it. Even though you might not see it in your physical reality yet, you still have it. And I know that you're gonna think this is silly, but this is the only way now. You're going to have to manifest your life, and that's how you do it. You have to create your story. You got to tell your subconscious mind, this is our story, by repeating the affirmations, by doing the meditations. You are going to have to keep doing the work. But this time, if you're someone who haven't been putting in work, you don't have any time to play around anymore. We at the Super Bowl, baby. You being thrown in the game. You're going to have to play now. And you got this. You can do this. But you are going to have to know, it's so simple, but it's so hard. And the hardest part about it is letting go. Letting go of the past. Letting go of the things that you've been telling yourself for years. Letting go of that old story is going to be one of the hardest things for you. But to make it easier, what I'm going to need you to do is breathe in new life and understand that when winter comes, roses die. But in the spring, everything can bloom anew. And this new moon in Leo is allowing things to bloom for you. So don't hold on to what you lost in the winter, because right now spring's coming and you're about to bloom beautifully. Now, let's go and do our tarot reading, and let's find out what this time period really holds for you. What are some things that you need to be doing during this time period to really connect deeply with that energy, to really be able to open yourself up and truly be able to start writing your new story and being able to execute that story in your life successfully. I want you to be able to write your own story and see that manifest in your physical reality quickly. And it can happen for you quickly. I promise you. You can write your story right now and it can manifest into your life tomorrow. But you have to be willing to let go of the resistance. You have to be willing to breathe and to allow and to know and trust the universe. Okay? You're going to be using affirmations during this time period. And I want you to say, I trust the universe. I trust the process. I trust everything is working out for me. Now let's head over to the tarot reading. Let's go. If this is your first time rocking with me, let me explain to you how this is going to go. You're going to choose between a pile 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to show you a picture of the crystals, and then you are going to take a deep breath, pause the video if you need to, and there will be timestamps below in the description box, and you're going to choose your pile. I also want to just make it known right now, you do need to check the description box for your timestamp, because I do not put these readings in the order of 1, 2, and 3. They are so random, so make sure that you check it out. Go ahead and just get yourself nice and comfortable. Blow all the air out. Take a deep breath in. Then hold. And then release. And again, deep breath in. And hold. And release. One last time, deep breath in. And hold. Okay, and release. Good, good. Now, you can choose between pile 1, the rose Zio. I will definitely put the name up. And then pile 2, Astrophyllite. And then pile 3, the Aquamarine. focus on it? Okay, here we go. Now I do want to point out, if you haven't noticed, I chose 3 different prisms, and prisms, what they do is they are able to direct and channel energy. So whichever prism that you choose, it's going to be something that is really going to be calling to you and really connecting deeply with your energy. So go with whatever you are feeling. Don't make a rash choice. Just go ahead and just allow yourself to feel it in your body. So this is the Rhodes Zyosite. Yeah, I remembered as I was filming this. Okay, this is my Astrophyllite. And then Aquamarine. Go ahead. Get yourself comfortable. Deep breath in again. Pause the video if you need to. And I'll see you in your reading. Pile 3, the Aquamarine. I feel like Aquamarine is always pile 3. But I'll go ahead and put some facts out about the Aquamarine. And usually what I do is I give you an herb, but today what we're going to do is an affirmation. And pile 3, your affirmation is, I honor myself. Now, I want you to say this affirmation during meditation. And it's going to look something like this. You're going to blow your breath out, take a deep breath in, hold it, release, and then say, I honor myself, I honor myself, I honor myself, I honor myself. And then you're going to do that breathing again. You can breathe in for 7 seconds, hold for 3, or you can do whatever type of breathing pattern that you're comfortable with. That's the one I recommend. But go ahead and just start chanting that affirmation so your body and your energy can really start to connect with, I honor myself. Okay, now let's take a look at your oracle cards or card and see. Ooh, that one came out nice and quickly. Pile 3, your card is yes. Just say yes. I don't know what your question is or what you've been thinking, but what I want to tell you is it's okay to jump in. It's okay to move forward. I believe you're going to be leaving a lot behind, and it's time to leave all of that in the past. I think someone's question was about moving forward, about moving on. Yes, it's time to move on. Yes, it's time to move forward. Yes, it's time to start doing something else. And I think I'm feeling it for some people. It seems like I knew it. It almost seems a little bittersweet, but I want you to know that you have something beautiful waiting for you. Because when that card came out, it was just immediate. I just felt it in my heart chakra, like, yes, like, please do this. Just yes, just say yes. So during this time period as well, some of you are definitely going to be faced with a question, an opportunity, and you're going to have to say yes to it. Yeah. Ooh. Dang. Okay, guys. By the way, this is my ancestral deck. If you chose this, your ancestors are definitely trying to share a message with you. I don't know why I can't talk right now, but your ancestors are definitely trying to share a message with you. Also, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe so you can get more messages, because right now I'm about to go in. Okay, there is so much here for you, Pile 3. It's a lot of doubt. There's definitely some devaluing of yourself here. Definitely selling yourself short. There is a lot of you not connecting with your true power. And I think it's like you need to honor yourself and understand you are bigger, bolder, and way more beautiful than you ever thought. And so right now, you are really trying to hold on to this old story. You are really not trying to move on. There is a situation in your life you do not want to move away from. And the truth of the matter is, you're going to have to do that. And I know that you don't want to do it, but there's something bigger and better for you. And this no longer serves you. And I promise you, you're not going to be happy in this energy. You're not going to be happy with the old story. It's not going to work in this paradigm. It's not going to work in this new energy. You have to let it go. And it almost feels like it's like a blanket for you, but it's like old and it's dirty and it's like worn out. And it's like, hey, throw that out so we can get you like a new, like better upgraded blanket. And you're like, but this is the blanket that I've always had. And it's like, I love that for you. But baby, you need to honor yourself. And by honoring yourself, you need to let go of what's no longer serving you so you can bring in what's for your highest good. So much resistance out of you, love. Yes, you don't want to move on. Oh my gosh. Okay, what do they not want to move on from? Since So a lot of you had an idea of how your life was going to be or how your life is. I think you're living a life right now and you are like, I'm going to keep on doing it. Nah, it's cool, it's comfortable, it's not really all that bad. I'm going to keep on doing it. But the truth of it is that bad. You need to stop doing it. You are like holding yourself back from having everything that you want because you're not willing to just step forward. So this is what I want you to do because, we're all writing our like story. First things first, I want you to release everything. Release the past. Please release that ex, release that job. I want you to wake up in the morning and write, I release, I release, I release. And I know that for you, you're going to be like, well, there's nothing that I want to release. I want you to be for real with yourself. What is no longer serving you? What is no longer bringing you joy and passion and inspiration and creativity? Do you have a fire burning in your heart for what you're doing right now? And if you don't have a fire burning in your heart for that person or for that job or, for that thing anymore, I want you to think about what would light that fire in your heart again. What would make you feel passionate? What would make you feel joyful? What would make you feel infinite? I want you to feel free. What would make you feel free? Because right now you're trapped. You feel trapped. And it's not like you feel trapped. It's just like you're just on a cycle, on a like treadmill. We're just doing this. But you're not really moving to where you want to move to. You're not really going to where you want to go. You're just kind of moving, but you're staying in place. And like I told you, the frequency has raised. Like I said, the energy has changed. What you did in the past, you can no longer do now. It's gone. Your old life is gone. That old stuff is gone. I know. You're like, no, I'm still in the same house. I'm still around the same people. I still work the same job. But the truth is, it's going to start to become uncomfortable for you. It's going to come to a point where you're going to be like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. And you can't. You can't do this anymore. I'm trying to help make this easier for you, okay? So, baby, I'm going to need you to hop up off that treadmill. I'm going to need you to get yourself a pen and paper. I need you to write down what's going to make you passionate, what's going to make you joyful. And then I want you to walk around in life like it's already yours, because it is. You just have to create it first in your spiritual world. You haven't been giving that spiritual world that detail to attention that it needs. You've just been kind of walking in this physical world, not understanding what you're thinking, what you're feeling. The story you keep telling yourself, that's what's showing up for you. So for you, what needs to change? And then you're going to follow that. All right, pile 3, this has been so much fun. You already know what I'll need you to do. Like, comment what pile that you are. Subscribe right now. I am not playing. And make sure you share. Share this with your friends, with your family, with a Facebook group, anybody who you think needs an inspirational message. I love you, and I need you to know if you need any more clarification, to make sure you can hit me up here. You can reach me at any of my social media handles. And you can also check for a link in the description box. And you can join my Facebook group and come through, introduce yourself, ask questions. I want to meet you. I'll see you soon. Pile 1, the rose zyosite. And I'm going to go ahead and put some facts up about this crystal. And typically what I do is I give you a bonus herb. But today we're doing a bonus affirmation. And with this affirmation, what I want you to do is I want you to repeat this affirmation while you meditate. So you can say, I trust myself, I trust myself, I trust myself, I trust myself. Deep breath in. Hold it. And then breathe that breath into your heart space. And then say it again. Now what I want you to do is when you say this affirmation, I trust myself, I want you to make sure that you pay attention to where you feel it in your body, or if you feel anything at all. If you don't feel anything, that's fine. If you do feel something, take note of where you feel it. If you feel it in your heart, it definitely means you're deeply connected by it. If it feels maybe like hard and lumpy in your throat, this potentially could be a blockage for you. So if you have any questions, you already know where to go, and you already know pile one. Before we continue on with this reading, make sure that you like, subscribe, like right now, subscribe, and then share this video with your family and friends so they can be very aware of what's going on for themselves as well, not just you. Basically, don't be a gatekeeper. Okay, let's get started with your oracle cards. This is the Lightseers deck, but this is like a tinier version of it, but there is a bigger version. You might have seen them. I do have those cards, but these are the ones that called out to me today. Ooh, soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? So this is already letting me know off jump. First things first, like we were talking about with this soul's calling. So you are someone who you might be kind of struggling to really understand what your soul's purpose is and what your true path and direction is. During this time period, you are going to get major clarity on that. I encourage you to meditate, to be able to connect with it. Always reach out to me if you need any more ways, and make sure you stay tuned for more content, because I will have content that will help you be able to discover this deeper. But during this time period, you're going to get very great clarity on what your soul's purpose is. And then on top of that, you're going to be coming deeper in connection with your soul family. One of the things that I'm getting here is that you're going to be connecting with your soul family in the spiritual realm first. You might even have dreams of being with like random people, or even people that you know that you really haven't been close to, or you haven't talked to in a while, something like that. But you're definitely going to be connecting with your soul tribe in the spiritual realm first, and they are going to manifest very quickly. So during this time period, you really need to focus as well on calling in your angels, your ancestors, and your guides, because they are also going to help you connect with your soul's calling and with your soul tribe. All right, let's get some cards for you. Okay, you might be feeling a little confused right now. Somebody out there, you might be feeling like you thought you knew what your soul's purpose was, and you're like, why? I already know what my soul's purpose is. Why would I figure out what my soul's purpose is? So one thing, maybe you're just gonna get more clarity on what your soul's purpose is, and how, more direction and guidance on how you can make it happen. Or, don't want to break anybody's heart, but the thing you think that you should be doing is not that, and there is something completely opposite, or there's something bigger than you're seeing about your journey and your path. Okay, pile one, go ahead, take a deep breath in and connect to the energy of this reading. Let's go. Let's see what you have going on. Okay. Everything's just, ooh. Oh gosh. Ooh, boy. The spirit have a story to tell about you. You feel really defeated. Like you just feel like you cannot win. Like there's just, like nothing is coming to you. You feel like you're hitting like roadblock after roadblock and wall after wall, and you're trying to figure out what is going on and what do I need to do differently to get out of this like defeat, out of this hole, out of this struggle that I feel like I'm in. You are someone who is majorly going to have to change how you think. You are someone who you have to start talking better about yourself and thinking better. You are going to have to write a whole new story for yourself for real. And you are somebody that you're going to write the story for yourself, and it's going to be very difficult for you to believe it. And every day, yes, is going to be a practice for you to embody that energy during this time period. You are going to have to write yourself a story. You're going to be facing a lot of resistance about believing that it's true, but you're going to have to just believe that it's true. Wake up every day and just tell yourself the story every day. I am this, I am that, I do this, I hang out with these people, and then act like this is a play and just play that role. Just pretend. We're playing make-believe today, okay? So you're gonna make believe that your story is real, and you need to be embodying that energy, because the thing about it is you're embodying the energy of defeat and struggle right now, and that's why you keep seeing it. You keep thinking about how defeated you are. You keep thinking about, oh, I'm in this struggle. Oh, I have problems. What am I gonna do? You're getting really anxious and really worried, and your anxious and your worriedness, I have to tell you, like, you're real focused on it. And I think you're really focused on trying to like change it. Like you don't want to be anxious and worried. However, to stop being anxious and worried, you can't focus on, I don't want to be anxious and worried. To fix that, you need to start thinking about, what do you have? You need to start being grateful for what you have as well. So within writing your new story, I also would like for you to write a list of things that you're grateful for. okay? I would really like for you to wake up every morning and thank yourself, okay, for everything that you have. And then I want you to start embodying your story. Say it to yourself every morning when you wake up. This is my story. And then I want you to say the affirmation, I trust myself. I want you to say that. I trust myself. I trust myself. I trust myself. You can try different breathing techniques, like breathing in, I trust myself. Or breathing in, breathing out, and saying it at the bottom. You can play around with it how you want. Always, if you need some advice, let me know. But you need to start doing these 3 things religiously. And you need to do it during this time period, especially. This is going to be super important for you, because you do have a higher frequency going on for you right now. And what's happening is you're being faced with emotions from your past life, emotions from your past. And one of this emotion is the emotion of defeat and struggle. And you've had a long kind of history where, when you go through defeat or struggle, you kind of can just seem powerless to it. You'll kind of just be like, well, this is it. Oh, woe is me. When you see defeat and struggle, you're willing to just kind of accept it. You need to learn to push it off. You need to learn to say, that's not my story. Oh, okay, such and such happened, but the story's still going. The movie's still playing. That's just something that just happened. That's not what the movie revolves around. That's not what it's focused on. It's if something in a movie happened where we saw a car pass by, and all of a sudden we just start following this car, and it's okay, this random car that passed by in the scene is not the focal point of the movie or the scene. So we need to keep our focal point on what's really important and what the movie and the story really is. So what? You have some defeat. So what? You're going through some struggle. So what if you have debt? So what if your living situation isn't right? So what if you ain't got that partner anymore? Your new story is something different. All that stuff that fell apart for you recently, or all this stuff that you're currently going through, has brought you to this moment for you to be able to release it and let it go and write a different story. You have came here and you realize, I don't like that story. That story makes me feel worried. That story makes me feel anxious. Here's your opportunity, baby. Write a different one. And whatever you choose to write, the universe wants you to know they fully support you. You are fully supported. All you have to do is trust yourself. Trust yourself that just through these techniques, you can change your life. Yes, not, oh, something's gonna happen to me. No, that you yourself, that you have the power, that by using your thoughts and actually taking focus and energy and mastering your mind and choosing to write a new story every day and waking up and saying, that is my story. That's the story I'm gonna follow. Okay, you choose to follow that story. That's the story that's going to show up in your reality. But right now you're following a different story, and that's why you're in the situation that you're in. So you have to. I know it seems silly, but you're going to have to write something different, and you're going to have to start living that different life. You don't have any other choice. There is no going back. Your DNA is upgrading. Your frequency is raising higher, and that old story is on a lower frequency. So raise your frequency, okay? Choose the highest vision for yourself. Write that story, and I want you to be wild with it. I want you to be bold. I want you to be big. I want you to be beautiful. I want you to ask for things that you never thought you would have. And then I want you to walk around in life like you have it. And I know you're going to feel silly at first, but then something's going to happen to you. You're going to get into a flow, into a rhythm, into a groove. And the next thing you know, bam, 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 bam. It's all going to just start showing up. And you're going to be like, yeah, I knew it. You're not even going to be shocked that it shows up. You're not going to be like, oh my gosh, I actually got the You're going to be like, I already knew it. Yeah, I've been walking around life for X amount of time. And I already knew that it was mine and that it was coming to me. This isn't a shocker. This is, it's like ordering pizza. And then the pizza shows up and, people are being like, oh, the pizza actually came? No, you don't act like that. You're like, yeah, the pizza came. I knew the pizza was coming. I ordered it and yeah, it was coming to me. That's your energy from here on out. Okay, pile 1, I need you to go ahead and do what it do. Make sure you comment what pile that you are. Subscribe, make sure you do that right now. And share this with people who need a message, okay? And don't forget, if you need any more clarity, if you need any guidance, if you need any advice, you can always reach me. You know where? You can reach me at any of my social handles. And make sure you check the description box because there will also be a link to my Facebook group page. Feel free, come on through and let me get to know you. So I love you because I am you, and I'll talk to you soon, Pile 1. Bye. Pile 2, the Astrophyllite. Oh, this is such a powerful crystal. If you chose this, I gotta tell you, you have a very powerful energy to connect with this crystal. It's very powerful. So I'm already putting facts up. And typically what I do is I do an herb, but today we're doing an affirmation. And the affirmation for you to use during this time period is, I love myself. And what you're gonna do with this affirmation is, while you meditate, you're gonna repeat, I love myself. So you're gonna take a deep breath in, you're gonna hold it, and breathe out, and then you're gonna say, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. And then you're gonna breathe again. And as you say this term, I love myself, I want you to pay attention to where you feel it in your body. Is it in your head? Is it in your throat? Is it in your heart? And this can give you a little bit of understanding about what you might have some blockages around. Ooh. So if you chose this pile 2, your affirmation is, I love myself. And let's go ahead and get some oracle cards for you. There we go. The Great Gathering. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits. Soul Tribe. First off, I told you that y'all were powerful. Okay, so you guys have already kind of understand and have this manifestation thing going, and you guys are making things happen right now. One of the things are, you guys are getting really great like insight. I think like things are happening for you and you're thinking like, this is a sign. This is a sign. Yes, it is a sign. And you are following your intuition very nicely. Keep following it. Now, some of you are probably having a little bit of doubt. Like you feel like, I feel like I should do this, but you're holding back, and this is your confirmation that that feeling of, oh, I should do this, I should jump, you should. The intuitive guidance that you're getting, you can definitely trust. Love yourself enough to trust the universe, okay? Love yourself enough to know that what you're feeling and what you're thinking is right, and honor it, and show that part of you compassion by following what it's telling you to basically do. And I feel like the intuitive guidance that you're getting as well right now, that feeling of you should do something, it's something that's outside of your comfort zone. So you definitely are trying to hold back, but because the energy has risen, because everything has gone up in frequency, you are going to go to an uncomfortable zone. And the only reason why it's going to be uncomfortable is because you've probably never really been in that energy before. So it's going to be a little like, I don't know what I'm doing, this feels kind of weird. But you need to just be able to hold the frequency, understand that you were able to raise yourself to that frequency and that vibration, and allow yourself to receive the blessings, the guidance, and the intuition to be able to really handle this. And you are handling this very, very well. Again, you just have a little bit of doubt. Okay, so you already know, pile 2, go ahead, take a deep breath in. Tune into the energy of this reading, and let's go. Okay, what do you need to know? I knew you had doubt. You definitely have doubt. Ooh. So that's so cool because on your thing it says Soul Tribe, and okay. So it's very interesting that it says, this card's already telling you it's all coming together. You are really doubtful, like I was saying. You're very doubtful that everything is really happening and that everything is working out. Everything is working out. Some of you, I need to tell you, you are doubtful if you will ever get that soulmate relationship, if you will ever have someone special in your life again. Yes, you will. But right now, you're in a different area of your life where you're building something else. You're building yourself. It's very interesting that you guys got the affirmation, I love myself. It's almost like the universe is telling you that you need to love yourself in order for you to manifest that soul partner that you're wanting or that you're thinking about. And some of you definitely need to love yourself more so you can become more connected with your soul tribe. You're probably someone who you probably don't talk very nicely to yourself. You don't talk very nicely about other people. You are someone, I want to say, during this time period, speak positively about everybody and everything. I don't care if you think that such and such is dumb. They are so smart. You know, they might not have the skills in this area, but I know that they are really smart. I know that there are things that they are capable of doing, and the things that they do, their talents, their gifts, and their skills, they are super capable at it. We're not going to be saying negative things about people anymore. You need to stop saying negative things about people, and you need to stop saying negative things about yourself. You're probably someone who needs to stay off of social media. Feel like you're on social media and you're comparing yourself to other people. And then on top of that, I think that you are looking at people and you're like, oh, I think that I need this and I need that. And then I think you're also on social media being like, I can't believe she would do that. I can't believe he would say that. You need a social media purge. You need to take this time period to focus on getting more love for yourself. Because I feel like you're in like this area where your relationships are not very satisfying to you, and I just feel like it's also like bleeding all over into other areas of your life, and it like just life is not being very like satisfying, or definitely in the relationship area you are not satisfied. And the reason why is because what is being shown to you on the outside is how you treat yourself on the inside. So one, I want you to look at the relationships around you, and I want you to journal down, how do these relationships make me feel? What do I think about these relationships? And then I want you to look at what you wrote and say, and realize all of this is how I feel about me. And ask yourself, what is the new story? What do you want to feel about yourself? Do you want to feel beautiful? Do you want to feel smart? Do you want to feel wealthy? Do you want to feel sexy? Do you want to feel wanted? Do you want to feel loved? Like, what do you want to feel? And that's the story you need to write for yourself. So we're all writing our own stories. For you are going to write down the new you. Who is the new you, boo? Figure those things out, because that old energy's gone. And the old you, dead and gone, baby. So who is the new you? And make sure that that is someone who you love. You love yourself. And I genuinely believe that you might be selling yourself short, that you might be looking at other people and comparing, or letting people treat you certain ways in relationships and thinking that that reflects on your value and worth, but it does not. So what you're going to do this new moon in Leo, you're going to write the story. You're going to write down who the new you is. And then you're going to wake up every day. You're going to tell yourself, this is who I am. When you go out in the world, you're going to speak of other people like they are you, and you're going to speak positively to them. So if they say something mean to you, you are going to say, understand that you're going through something. I'm going to pray for you. Because if you were going through something, you would show yourself that type of compassion, right? You would say, hey, it's cool. I get it. You feel overwhelmed. You're frustrated and stressed. I got you. I know what you're going through. You're not going to get frustrated. You're not going to get mad. You're going to love yourself. And within loving yourself, you're also going to love other people. All right, pile 2, I need you to go ahead and like this video. Go ahead, comment what pile that you are. Subscribe right now. And make sure you share this video with any friends or family that you know need a guiding message. If you need any more clarity on what is going on, make sure you reach out. You can also check me at any of my social media handles. And don't forget to look in the description box, because that's also a link to my Facebook group. Come through, introduce yourself. I want to meet you. And if you have any questions, let me know. I love you because I am you, and I'll talk to you soon.